Good morning, America. How are ya? Monday Morning Rail. Hi, I'm Denny Jelsma, and I'm at the world famous Jacksonville Terminal Railroad Museum in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida, where the sun always shines. It's Monday, and you know what we do on Monday? You guessed it, we do show and tell. Show and Tell is always brought to you by Jelsma Graphics, the people that make all the embroidered railroad clothing they have since 1985. 40 years of making embroidered railroad clothing for the railroads, for railroad fans, and just railroad people and enthusiasts. So any of your railroad needs, such as caps, your club needs a few shirts, we'll do as many as one. We have no minimums. Go to jelsma.com, that's Jelsma, jelsma.com for all your railroad needs. Show and Tell this morning starts right now, and we have a very exciting show. And we want to thank all the people that have came to see Number 2 and I at a few shows. We did one in Jacksonville, Florida for the TCA. The National TCA had their show in Jacksonville, and Number 2 and I was there. And then we went to DeLand, Florida. Number 2 had his table selling his choo-choo trains, and I was there selling my railroad clothing. And then we went to the NMRA in Novi, Michigan. Beautiful suburb of Detroit. It was a very nice convention for the NMRA, and everybody had a good time there. And we just thank all the people that came up to us and wanted to sign autographs, get our pictures with them, and we just really appreciate it. Number 2 and I are just overwhelmed at the response, and Number 2 has his glossy photos that he'll sign for you. He loves signing these, and so when you see myself or Number 2 at a show, just say, hey, Number 2, I'd like to have a glossy photo. And also we have the world famous Andrew Casey, railroad photographer. He has his glossies, and he even has 2 styles of glossies that he does. World famous railroad photographer. And then we also have our Richard New. You've seen Richard with his videos that we put on here at the Railroad Club. He'll be glad to sign every Monday morning. He'll sign it. All right, today's show, I get a lot of people say, why don't you do some Santa Fe? Why don't you do some Southern Pacific? Or they'll see a video and they'll say, hey, this has nothing to do with the Cotton Belt or the Southern Pacific or the Santa Fe. Well, the Southern Pacific fans, you're in luck today, because I have a cab forward. Now, I just absolutely love cab forwards. This happens to be a Number 4. The one at the California Museum is it's a 12, but this is a 4. It's a Broadway. It smokes. We're not going to turn on the smoke here, because here in the club it is really smokes up the place. And so, but we're going to run this train. And then I have a very unusual car that I want to talk about. And first of all, I want to say I'm not a Southern Pacific cab forward expert. I just love those engines, and I have a 4, I have a 5, and I have I think a 12. But I love the Southern Pacific daylight colors. This here is the Observation Diner Observation, which the Rock Island had these. There's other railroads that had these, but the SP originally ran this from Dallas to Houston, and then they even ran it from Houston to New Orleans. And then you saw they would put it occasionally on the sunset. But this is a diner observation, which kind of is a really unique car. You don't see that. Rock Island had one that went from Memphis to Tucumcari. And so this is my little rendition that I brought to show and tell, to show the guys, and especially this car. And then once again, all of the cab forwards. I just absolutely love it. Now, I'm going to try to get this thing going, and number two is going to kind of go along with me as we're going to make a round here around our club. Now, the Southern Pacific kind of made a trip down to the southeast United States, because that's what our club has. I got a red signal. Hope it turns. Has it turned yet? Well, the dispatcher just told me it was okay to go. What I like about this particular engine, I'm going to slow it down. Hear the brake squeals. I just think that's neat as ever. And Broadway does an absolutely great job on their steam engines. And so, number two is I'm going to stop it on the St. Mary's Bridge, and we will talk about the engine one more time. Once again, cab forward. This is the 4. I love the gray color. We got the very unique, now this is a brass car, this is a Soho car. And Greg, if you could kind of come in close here and see if you could see, I've got 3 different kinds of interiors that I put in here. I have a kitchen crew over here, I have the eating, and then I have the observation. And just a really nice, just a nice car. Soho made a lot of these cars in the early 80s, and now Fred Hill of Coachyard has kind of taken over all of this. And so that's what we have for show and tell. Show and tell, once again, is always brought to you by Jelsma Graphics. Go to jelsma.com, and we love to show off our, I like to say, toys. And the guys at the club say these are fine models, and they are. And I really enjoy running and showing off on Monday morning the different toys that I have. And I hope that you enjoy watching this. And for my Southern Pacific fans, I thank you for tolerating all of our other videos, and we hope you enjoyed this, and that kind of makes up for some of the ones that wasn't Southern Pacific. And with all that being said, that's the way it is at the world famous Jacksonville Terminal Railroad Museum in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida, where the sun always shines and running trains is an absolute pleasure, peace and harmony.